going to be cooking a really nice simple dish today. I mean, there's only three main ingredients, which are potatoes, chorizo sausages and bay leaves. A little bit of water, a little bit of salt, cook it up, all done. Now first of all, I just want to run you through the ingredients. I've got a bag of potatoes. You can use any potato you like. Just sort of peel it on the outside. If they're very big potatoes, chop them up and, you know, any potato you like. Then we've got the chorizo sausages. Chorizo sausage is a Spanish sausage. It's got paprika and garlic and it's made with pork. Beautiful flavours, and when you're cooking up this dish, all the sort of colours of the paprika comes out and gives it a lovely flavour. Now with the chorizo sausages, I want to make sure that you go and buy the right one. These ones need to be cooked. Ideal for going in a pot because they don't fall apart. They visually look like normal sausages, but they are different. So don't go to the sausage section and end up buying a chorizo sausage you're supposed to put on a barbecue or cook under the grill. These ones are quite firm and they don't fall apart when they're in the pot. So chorizo sausages need to be cooked. Now these ones here, this is one of the other types. This one is like cured or smoked if you like, and that's the one I've been using in a lot of my dishes, and you can literally slice this one up and eat it. But we're going to be using the one that needs to be cooked. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Now the only other ingredients I'm going to use, I've got 3 little bay leaves. We're going to use a bit of water and some salt. So what I'm first of all going to do is to peel up the potatoes, and I'm going to chop these into sort of little chunky bits really, and we're going to get it all in the pot and get cooking. So I've peeled the potatoes. I'm just going to do the chorizo sausage next. I'll just show you the sausage. So they're quite firm to the touch, not like your normal sort of sausage. I've got the 4 there. I'm going to leave the skins on and we're just going to slice them up into sort of chunky bits. So I might just do 2 at a time. You see, that's what they look like. But it's quite firm. If you tried to do this with a normal sausage, it would all kind of start, you know, falling out the skin and things. So I'll just carry on doing that with the other 2. So now I've got the 3 main ingredients all ready to go. Just going to get myself a pot, put it all in, put some water straight from the kettle, add a little bit of salt, put a lid on it and let it cook away. So we're going to get on with the cooking then. I've got all my ingredients laid out, not there's many of those. So first of all, got my potatoes, I've peeled them, whoops, and I've just rinsed them off on the outside. Then we've got the chorizo, just put it all in the pot. Got a few bay leaves, add a little bit of salt, and then I'm just going to tip some water straight out the kettle so it's, you know, speeds it on its way. So I've just boiled the kettle. You could use cold water. I'm just going to pour in hot water, kind of speeds it up a little bit. You want just enough really to kind of cover it. You could always add a little bit more if you need to. Now just going to bring this up to a boil. Once it's come to the boil, turn the heat down to a sort of, you know, fairly lowish sort of thing. We're just trying to soften up the potatoes really. I say roughly it's going to take about half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. What you should end up with is the potatoes being sort of overcooked if you like, so they're becoming really nice and soft. So I'm going to put a lid on there, bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to turn the heat down. Well, I'll just show you, mine's just about coming up to the boil. So if I pull that lid off, look at that. You can see all this sort of paprika colouring coming out already, beautiful. Now it's come to a boil. I'm just going to quickly give it a stir. You're already getting really nice smells. It smells absolutely beautiful. What I'm going to do is put the lid on there. I'm going to turn the heat right down, just above a sort of simmer, so it's kind of bubbling away. And we'll check it in about half an hour. But give it the occasional stir. Now I've just been simmering mine away for about half an hour. I'm using a cloth because the lid's going to be hot. Look at that beautiful colour we got. Fantastic. Now we're just going to give this a stir up. Get everything mixed and check the potatoes. Now with the potatoes, it depends on the potato you're using, but you can see this kind of breaks down fairly easily. If you want, you can give it another 5 minutes just to really sort of soften up the potato, because what you'll find is some potatoes will take longer than others. These are Maris Piper. They usually sort of boil down fairly quick, but you do want them nice and soft. So I'm probably going to put the lid on and give mine another 5 minutes. Before we do that, it's probably worth just giving it a quick sort of taste. Get a bit of all the flavours. Just show you that. We're just checking it for salt. It's actually quite nice. I'm just going to put a little extra pinch, but don't go overboard and too much in, because you don't want it too salty, but just a little bit more. So I'm just going to give it a quick extra little pinch of salt, not too much. Give that a final stir. And like I say, cook it for another 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Even when you cooked it, you know, take it off the heat and you leave it there, and you can serve it up when you want. So I'm just going to put the lid back on that and put it back onto a little simmer, get it bubbling away, and then we'll come back and serve it up. So I've just switched the heat off. We've been cooking for nearly 40 minutes. So I reckon this is probably just about done now. Yeah, easily to break up. So what I'm going to do is just serve those up. Again, before I serve it up, just give it the last final little check. Make sure it's good. Oh yeah, made a little bit of a difference. Just kind of brings out the flavours, the bit of salt. So try and get that bit of it right. You know, always taste it before you serve it up. So I'm going to take mine over to the table, serve it up, and have a little bit. Just going to put a cloth there because the pan's going to be hot. Just put that there. Oh, it smells great. So I'm just going to serve some of this up. Might as well use a ladle. Just give it a little bit more. Lovely. So it looks a really nice, pretty dish. It smells, the aromas are really nice as well. So let's hope it tastes good. First of all, just have a look at that mash, that potato. It's not quite mashed, but look at that. Really easy to sort of cut down, no effort at all. And like I say, if you want to, you know, with a fork, you could go around with the potato, squash it down, and it just kind of thicken it up a little bit. Soften it like that. Depends how you like it. I mean, there's more potato in the pot, so you can add, you know, the potato and have it as thick as you like. So let's just try a little bit of that. Let's get a bit of that chorizo on there. It's beautiful. Just show you that. Be careful, dripping. Try that. Oh, I love that chorizo flavour. Hot though. Really nice. And if you wanted to, you could have a nice little bit of bread with that. But it's a complete meal. Really is delicious with that chorizo. Make sure you get the right one. Chorizo for cooking. Don't buy the sausage version that you put on your barbecue. I mean, this chorizo, it's a beautiful sausage. I know some of you around the planet can't get hold of it, and that is a real shame because it is nice. But, you know, for you that can get hold of chorizo, want to try it, worth a go. Hope you enjoy. And as always, thanks for watching.